game day, a day full of friends, cute clothes, face paint, and best of all, a day full of cheering. What's up, Bruins? I'm Cindy Himel, and I'm running for your next Student Body Activities Coordinator. This past year, I was lucky enough to be the junior class president. I think working concessions was probably the most fun I've ever had. But if I'm being honest, this position has shown me how to be a true leader. I am now able to communicate with my peers effectively, which is harder than you think. I was able to successfully get my class through football season and finish prom planning with time to spare. If that doesn't say leadership, I don't know what does. Leadership is a huge part of being Student Body Activities Coordinator. You're not just making 20 kids listen to you in the class. You're starting chants in front of 1,000 students while running a committee that is expected to get students' attention and make students interested in school events. I was in Spirit Committee my first year in Senate. So not only have I learned how to be a leader through Senate, I know how the Spirit Committee works and what needs to get done in the committee I'll be in charge of. The Creek Student Section is our pride and joy. We are the loudest and most intimidating team to play. You could say we're the king of high school student sections. As Student Body Activities Coordinator, my job is to make your game day the best it can be, to provide the best mascots, to put the best spirit squad on the field, and to make sure all students are there cheering on one another. Oh, also to scream my head off and hope you scream back. Now, everyone knows Creek for their enormous student section at football games. But imagine if we were simply known for the best student section at everything. From choir concerts to soccer games to amazing school plays. I don't think people realize that because of how big and awesome our school is, we're good at almost everything. Now, I know you're asking yourself, Cindy, how are you going to get kids to come to things? Well, if I'm elected as Student Body Activities Coordinator, I would like to try a new way of getting students to all types of events. My plan would start by talking to each team before their season and to every choir, band, and orchestra to see what 2 to 3 games and performances they really want people to come to. After getting in touch with them, the Senate Spirit Committee and I will make these games and performances our priority. We will make beads, more posts, and email all the teachers. This way they can tell their classes and maybe even give out some extra credit points. I don't know about you, but when my teacher says extra credit for simply supporting my school, I go. We also will collaborate with DECA and to kind of like extra credit, try to make our games worth letter points. By doing all of these things, Creek's amazing talent will be viewed by more people. And once students start coming to things, seeing their friends, and seeing how great our games and performances are, more and more people will show up. If you haven't figured it out, my goal as Student Body Activities Coordinator is to ensure that Creek is a place where everyone is appreciated and cheered on. That is why I am deeply grateful to be chosen to run for Student Body Activities Coordinator and to run against the man himself, Sexy Dexy. I mean, who doesn't love a good fight? But most of all, thank you, Senate and Dr. K, for giving me this opportunity to put my annoyingly loud voice and energetic personality to use. Vote Super SPAC. I promise the party will always be on our side.
Okay, we're going to ask you 2 questions. Thank you, Cindy. As you know, Mrs. Devitt will be the new activities director next year. What steps will you take to ensure that this transition goes smoothly within Senate and within your position specifically?
I think that the Student Body Activities Coordinator and Devitt, who is just the activities coordinator for the school, work hand in hand with each other. So we'll obviously have the same calendar, and I'll keep her updated with every event that we want to have, every post we want to post, all the beads we want to make, and just make sure she knows what I'm doing and that she can tell me what she wants, and so that we can collaborate and make this the best school year ever.
Awesome. So you talked about this a little bit, but if you're elected as Student Body Activities Coordinator, how will you use this role to ensure that there will be student support towards all sectors of Creek and not just athletics?
Yeah, so that was obviously one of my main goals, is to get kids to come to things, and I think incentives like DECA points and like extra credit from teachers, or even just teachers saying it, will really get kids to come to every type of event. Because I know if my teacher is like, you guys get a point if you go to the choir concert, I go to the choir concert. So I think that's gonna be one of my main things, is also getting like faculty involved and like getting friends, telling friends to come to things.
Sweet, thank you.